Welcome back. Today on Real Reviews, we have the Meta Quest 3 that we are going to be unboxing. And then later on, we will also be reviewing it. And first off, when you get the Meta Quest 3, there is actually two different models. There's the 3 and the 3S. The 3S has a little bit different configuration on the front here. And then you also have a gigabyte difference. So you have 128, 256, or 512. 512 is the maximum size. A lot of people recommend getting the maximum size because you cannot upgrade the memory inside of it. There is no SD card or anything like that. So if you're going to be installing a lot of games on it, if you plan on keeping it for a long time, you definitely want to get the 512 gigabyte version. And now when you get this, first off, you're going to have these tabs on the side. I've already pulled mine off, but if you can take a look right here, basically you're just going to peel the tabs off like that. And you can't even open the box without peeling both of these tabs off. So you're going to know if somebody already opened the box or not. You can take a look right here. Take a quick close up right here inside of it. You can see that the tab is actually connected to the box on the inside on both sides right here. So you can't even open this box without peeling those tabs. So if somebody already, opened the box or somebody already peeled the tabs, and you know that the box was already opened and it may already be used product. So you don't want to get that, especially if you're paying a brand new price for it. And then if you do get it used, and someone already obviously took it out of the box, they probably already installed the Arkham Shadow because this does come with the Batman Arkham Shadow. And so if they already opened it up, you're buying it used, most likely they already activated Arkham Shadow and you will not get that if you're buying it used. So just keep that in mind. Once you peel the tabs off, this is what it looks like. Meta Quest 3, really nice. We open up the box. Ooh, so that's what it looks like brand new. Here's your little code to get the app. And the app you're going to need is called the Meta Horizons app, and that is where you're going to be connecting this. So the first thing that you want to do with this device before you connect it to the app is you want to get it out of the box, just check everything out, and then you want to fully charge it. So let's go ahead and pull it out of the box. First of all, you have your two controllers, really nice. They feel a lot different than the old Oculus controllers that I used to have. They don't have the little ring on them, so it feels a little strange to me, and also are a lot smaller. They're pretty light too, so I guess that's nice that they're light. You have two controllers, so they have like a little button over here on the side. They have your little trigger button, and I guess it's kind of, that button is kind of for this finger, and then your trigger button. Then you have all of your other buttons here. It's just a B, A button, Meta button, and your little trigger. And is this push? This also pushes. So you have multiple buttons there, and then here we have the actual Meta. This is the Meta now, not the Oculus. There it is, pretty cool. Now you'll notice if it has like the long lines on it for the panels, then that is going to be the Quest 3. If it has the little circles, then that is going to be the 3S. So that is the difference between them. Another thing you can notice on the back here is it does have this piece over here that shows you, you're going to pull this off, and then you have some covers covering the lenses, some lens protectors. So you take this piece off right here, and let's see, how does this come out? It just comes right off, right around it. So that's off. And now on your lenses, you do have some lens protectors that you're going to have to peel off before the first use, or else you're going to see some letters in front of your eyes, and it's probably not going to be too cool. It almost looks like it has an SD card slot there, but that is not an SD card slot. This is my first time ever having a Meta Quest 3, so I really don't know what everything does on it. So I kind of will have to get back to you guys on that. And one thing I did forget is that there is another thing back here. You pull this out right here. This is the box with your charger in it, and this is very important. I almost forgot about this. And now here's your little charging brick. There it is. It doesn't have a grounding port on it, just the two little plugs sticking up. And you also have your charging cable. And then you have, let's see what we have here. Warranty guide, little Meta Quest 3 guide. Is this anything special? What does this even tell you? Health and safety information. I don't really know what that is. And this looks like it may be some type of brief setup guide. Okay, so here we do. We do have like a little brief setup guide here as well. So there you have it. It just shows you what you need to do. Adjust it on your head. Pull the little things off of your remotes, because it does have these little battery things right here. You're going to pull those out to let the battery make contact. And then it just shows you how to adjust it to your head. And I guess pretty much whatever else you need to get started with your Meta Quest 3. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that this power brick right here, you have to use this for your Meta Quest. When you're charging your Quest, you have to use this, because if you use some type of other power brick, like for a cell phone or some type of like quick charge adapter, what's happening to a lot of people is this port right here is melting. It's actually melting. Some people's Meta Quests are even catching on fire when they're charging it with a different adapter than what it came with. And another thing to keep in mind too is that once it's done charging, you want to unplug it. You don't want to just let it sit there after it's done charging. So yeah, you do have to baby this thing. You have to pamper this thing. You have to watch it while it's charging, or you could potentially melt your port. Now, I don't know if they've made any updates to it since, all of those posts that I read, but you definitely want to just be careful with it. And you can probably read some posts on your own and see what's going on with it at the current moment. So here we go. This is everything that comes inside of the box. You have your MetaQuest 3, you have your two wireless controllers, you have your charging brick and your charging cable, and then you have your, I guess this is your warranty manual, and you have like a little quick start guide. Now, in case you're curious, this charging cable is USB-C to USB-C, so that's the way that it is in case you wanted to know. So it has lights actually inside of this bezel or whatever it is here. That's pretty cool. It's actually embedded into it or underneath it to where you can see through it. So we're going to go ahead and let this thing fully charge, and then we're going to get it set up in the app. Okay, so now that we have the headset fully charged, we have it connected to our Wi-Fi, we have Bluetooth on our device and enabled. We're going to go ahead and get inside the app here. As you see, we have it open, and we're going to get connected to our new headset. Now, the way that you do it, first you have to download this Meta Horizons app. You have to either create an account or you have to just log in with your existing account. Then you'll go up here in the top and you press this button right here that shows your devices. And then at the top, you're going to add devices. Here it tells you the permission that you need to pair your new headset. You're going to have to allow access to precise location and nearby devices so you can pair your headset and device, manage your headset settings, cast from your headset. You can change these settings permissions at any time, and you don't really have to have this app at all once your headset is set up and paired. So let's go ahead and click on continue. Now it's going to ask us, do we want to have precise location? I'm going to put only this time and allow Meta Horizons to find, connect to determine the relative position of nearby devices. Click allow. We have to turn on Bluetooth. There we go. Bluetooth is turning on. It shows basically all these different headsets, and the one that we have is going to be the Meta Quest 3. So click on the one that you have. Now it says choose how to connect your headset to Wi-Fi. Enter your Wi-Fi details on your headset. Use a QR code from this device or headset is already connected. Now you can do any one of these. You can just log in like you normally do, entering your Wi-Fi information, or you can also use the QR code. Or if your headset is already connected like ours is, you just go ahead and click this one down here. And there we go. So now we're in here. We have to create an avatar, or we can create an avatar. Let's see what avatars we have here. Maybe this one right here might work. I don't know if you can like change your avatar or not once you have it. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and click on continue. And let's see what we get next. Okay, looking for headset. Pairing your MetaQuest 3. This is all pretty easy. I mean, before this step, you do have to go through some configuration on the headset, but it's pretty much self-explanatory. So here we go. It says pairing successful. It's already down to 80%. We didn't really use it that long at all. We maybe just had it on for like about 10 minutes or so, just setting it up. It did do a software update in that time. It took just maybe like 5 minutes to software update, and we're already down 20% of battery life when we were at 100. So anyhow, it does seem like the battery drops quite a bit pretty fast. So you guys got to keep that in mind. Not really sure how long this thing's going to be lasting, but pairing is successful. Neither your headset and device are paired. You can use this app to browse the store, find friends, and manage your headset. Continue. And let's see, keep your safety in mind. For your safety, follow the guidelines, pick content as safe for your cleared space so you're not tripping over stuff. Because I mean, I've punched chairs, walls, almost broke my TV. It's just really crazy when using these things. You have to have your boundaries set up. You want to take breaks, especially if you're feeling discomfort, because some people get a little bit like queasy or not feeling kind of strange or dizzy when you use these type of devices. And you might want to read all of that. Not all children are ready for a headset, so review the parent info and account terms. Okay, so go ahead and click continue. Designed for your privacy. What is this? Meta collects the data because it's designed for your privacy. Okay, let's see. Collect anonymous data about your devices using to improve Meta products. So that doesn't sound like it's for your privacy, guys. So turn off as much as you can. Apps can't access images or videos of your surroundings without your permission. I don't know about that either. You can change your privacy preferences anytime in settings. Okay, so go ahead and continue. And share additional metadata. No, I'm not sharing nothing. Enable hand and body tracking. So you can actually have hand and body tracking to allow you to use your hands or controllers to interact with your surroundings. You can play games, watch movies, and explore without using controllers. It also helps make your avatar's movement look more realistic. Okay, so we're just going to skip hand and body tracking for now. We're going to click not now. And let's see what else we have. Get instant access. I don't want that. And what else? Set up accessibility. Manage headset settings to support your vision, mobility, and hearing needs. Learn more about MetaQuest 3. Let's go ahead and close that. We don't need accessibility. And we are done setting up the MetaQuest 3. Going over the headset ports, buttons, cameras, and adjustments, starting with the front of the headset. We have two high definition color pass through cameras. We also have two grayscale cameras. In the center, we have a depth sensor. Underneath on the bottom, we have our volume rocker, followed by the wireless charging contacts. On the other side, we have the IPD roller, which is the interpupillary distance roller. On the left side of the headset, we have a USB-C port that is used for charging the device, as well as for connecting an external headset with mic. Underneath, you have the power button. For the power button, you hold it for 2 seconds to turn it on, 5 seconds to turn it off, or one press to wake it from sleep mode. And you have a grayscale camera. On the right-hand side of the headset, you have a 3.5 millimeter jack for connecting an external headset, but it does not have mic support. Then you also have your other grayscale camera. On the top of the headset, you have your adjustable head strap, as well as the two speakers for the 3D spatial audio. Around the back of the headset, you have your headset adjustment for the tightness. And inside of the facial interface, you do have your eye relief, which has 4 different settings. You can use those to distance your eyes from the screen, or if you would like to use the MetaQuest while wearing glasses. Both the right and the left controller have haptic feedback and limited finger tracking. On the right controller, you have your trigger, side, A and B buttons, plus a clickable thumbstick, and your meta button, which brings up the main menu and hotbar. On the left controller, you have your trigger, side, Y, and X buttons, plus a clickable thumbstick button, and a menu button, which brings up the menu inside of games. Now, the meta button and the menu button, they are swappable in the settings. Specifications for the MetaQuest 3. It has pancake lenses that provide quality optics in a compact design, which offers a 25% sharpness increase in the center for the field of view and a 70% sharpness increase in the periphery compared to the Quest 2, which uses the Fresnel lenses. Resolution 2064 by 2208 pixels per eye, which supports 4K, is 25 ppd or pixels per degree for field of view, and 1218 pixels per inch, has very sharp detail. Field of view is 110 degrees horizontal and 96 degrees vertical. Refresh rate, you have 72, 90, and 120, but you're not able to change this without the SideQuest app and activating developer mode. For the system, it has a Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 processor, which gives it 2 times the power of the Quest 2, 8 gigs of RAM, mixed reality with dual high-resolution RGB pass-through cameras, direct hand and body tracking, and wireless charging via an additional base station. It has 3D spatial audio, which gives you a surround sound feel when you're playing your games or listening to music. It comes in at 515 grams, which is very light and comfortable to use. It has adjustable top and rear headset straps, although they could be a little bit better. It also offers depth adjustment or eye relief and lens spacing adjustment, also known as interpupillary distance, which is the distance between your pupils. It can also be connected to a PC for use with more apps and games via the AirLink or the Link cable. Battery life is up to 2.2 hours of usage on 2.3 hours of charge using the 18-watt power adapter. However, it seemed to last a lot less time than that, and I would probably say just a little bit over an hour, maybe an hour and a half at the most, because you don't want to let it drop below 20%. It supports lots of mods and extras, though they're very costly. Price at the time of the video recording is $499 US for the 512 gigabyte version, which seems to be the only version that is currently available at the time of filming. The Quest 3S versus the Quest 3, even though the CPU, RAM, and GPU are the same, the optics are a big upgrade from the Quest 3S, with higher image quality via better lenses and LCDs, which offer a larger field of view. Plus, you get the 3.5 millimeter audio jack, built-in eye relief, and wireless charging contacts. The Quest 3S does have slightly better battery life at 2.5 hours versus the 2.2 hours on the Quest 3. However, I doubt you'll get that much playtime out of either one of them. So now that you're ready to put your VR headset on, the first thing you want to do is put your safety straps on your wrists first. Now, these are here for a reason, and that is to keep your controllers from getting broken and also to keep everybody else from getting hit in the head in case you decide to throw one by accident. So it's really easy to do it because if you're in a game, you're really active, it's just super easy for this to slip out of your hand, especially maybe if you're sweating, you're perspiring, you're just playing a lot, doing a boxing game, who knows what. It's just real easy to lose these, or for them to just come off and break or hit somebody or do something you don't want. So just put these straps on your wrist and just get used to doing it that way, and you will definitely be happier. Now, once you have those on and secure, just go ahead and grab your headset. And before you can put your headset on, you do have to make sure your top strap is adjusted, your rear strap, your eye relief, and your interpupillary distance down here at the bottom. And once that's all done, just go ahead and slide it on just like this. I'm not really too good with this yet, so just bear with me. Now, one thing I do want to show you, I want to show you what it sounds like to use the actual mic on the Meta Quest 3. So let's go ahead and turn the mic on. So this is what it sounds like to use the mic inside of the Meta Quest 3. I haven't even really tried this out myself yet, so I'm not sure how great or how bad it sounds. So we're both going to kind of find out together here. So you guys can let me know what you think of this mic down in the comments section. Now I'm going to go back to my lapel mic. We'll go ahead and mute this one again. There we go. We're back to the lapel mic again. Now, you don't need to have this screen up. You can just go ahead and close that. That is your menu screen. I'm not going to really be going through all of these menus or anything. I'm just going to kind of just show you a little bit of what it looks like to be inside of this. So first off, we have this board. Oh man, look at me in the mirror. Literally have a mirror. I can see myself. It doesn't look too clear. It looks a little blurry, but it's definitely cool. I mean, myself in the mirror is blurry. Over here, it kind of looks clear, as you could probably see. That is really cool. Now, I do have a couple games on here. I guess we could try Roblox real quick just to show you. I know a lot of people do play Roblox, so let's go in here and just take a look at it. So it's definitely cool to be able to do this. And if you hold down, or what is this button right here? I guess your meta button on the right controller, it puts the screen back in front of you again. So we can just take a look at, let's see what we got here. All right, here we go. Let's go into Disaster Island real quick. Check this out. Okay, so here we are. Let the menu disappear, play. And this is pretty crazy. I mean, it looks really cool, but as you can see, stuff is not loading in quite as fast as you would want it to. Let's just go ahead and vote for whatever. But it definitely looks cool. I mean, look at this map. It's really neat looking. The colors look pretty good. Everything seems to be working really well. And now here we are. We're actually in the map. Let's go ahead and look through this building. Roblox is kind of cool in here. Look at this. This is pretty neat how you can just go up here and do all of this stuff. Can I jump? There we go. You just jump off of there. It's pretty neat. I really like it. I mean, it's really awesome. It doesn't look the texture. You see how the textures are not quite loading right? I don't know. It looks kind of weird. Looks okay, but it looks kind of weird. It's not perfect. Anyhow, so that's what that looks like. Let's get out of here real quick. And let's try one other game. I'm really curious if this other game works in here as well. Retail Tycoon. This is a cool game. Let's see if this one works. Okay, here we go. We're finally getting in here. And I don't know why the chat screen is like on top of my other screen here. Let's go ahead and load in. Load. And we'll just go ahead and claim whatever plot right here. That looks really cool. So you're looking from up above. Oh my gosh. It looks like I can fall. That is so crazy. Wow. Look at that. I mean, I actually feel fear right now of like fear of heights because this looks like, I mean, I know it's not real, but it still makes you feel it. It's just crazy. Let's go ahead and claim a plot. All right, so here we are in Retail Tycoon 2. Looks pretty cool, but kind of like the same thing. I mean, look how the ground is just like glitching over there. It's not really right inside of Roblox. You know, let's just walk inside the store here. Just take a look. I mean, it's definitely cool. It's definitely cool, but it just doesn't work as like the way that you think that it should work for a $500 headset. I don't know if Roblox is just not compatible with it or like what the deal is. Wow, this dude has a really gigantic store. This is unbelievable. Look at this guy's store. Wow. I mean, that's just crazy. Look at that. I mean, how can I go into camera mode? Can I see it? Wow. Look at this guy's store. I've never seen anybody with a store this big. That store is just insane. Tato Shopping. Wow, Tato Shopping, man. Your store is super, super cool. If you ever happen to see this video, very neat, gigantic. You must be making a ton of cash in there. Anyhow, let's get out of here. Enough of Roblox just like spinning around here. Yeah, so Roblox is definitely a little bit slow. It doesn't really work too well. So that's something to bear in mind. If you're thinking about using this for Roblox, I don't know. I just don't know. Let's go ahead and try. What do I have here? I really don't have a lot of games. We're just going to go into Arkham Shadow. Before we go into Arkham Shadow, let's check out Creepy Cabin. This is kind of cool. Let's just go in here. This is like a Meta Horizon world. Obviously, it says Meta Horizon Worlds. They have a bunch of different worlds. You can just kind of like go in and walk around. You can fish. You can do different things. So now in these worlds, you can have your mic on and you can talk to people. But I'm choosing right now, we're not going to be doing that. This is kind of weird. It's like text in my eyes. Wow. What's up with that? Can I get that out of my face? Okay, so here we are. Wow, look at this. This is pretty cool. When you're actually playing the meta games, it's not like the way the Roblox games are. It's a little bit different. I mean, you still kind of see like right there on the edge, you can see that it's not quite right, but it still looks really cool. Wow, look at that.
What?
That is just so crazy. This is pretty neat. So it looks awesome. You can put your hand out. You can like, I don't know if you can grab anything here or not. Oh, I'm like touching stuff in the real world here. I did not know how to use this yet. But anyhow, and as you can see, that's what this looks like. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, look at that. When you're looking at the edges, it's almost like you're in a dream. I mean, it's really, really neat. Let's go in here where it's brighter. Look at the lamp. Oh, that's creepy. Who said that? Oh. This is scary, guys. This is a scary game. I don't even know what this is. Anyhow, so you get the idea. That's what that game looks like. Let's see if can we get out of here. Let's go over here to our menu here. And let's just go into Arkham Shadow. Let's try that one real quick. I'm going to tell you right now, I am really not into Batman Arkham Shadow. I just don't know. I guess it's just me. Okay, so here we are in the game. I don't know who is talking. I don't know what's going on here. But it looks really cool. I mean, look at that. Look how that looks. It looks really, really good. Like, I cannot see a screen door effect at all on that. Like, zero. I cannot even see it. Look, even at this ledge right here, I gotta be careful I'm not banging my head on anything. I do not see a screen door effect at all. I mean, I cannot see it. Let's go in the kitchen. Let's take a look over here. Just nothing. I mean, it's not. It's pretty clear, actually. I mean, everything looks good. I mean, I have to say I'm impressed. There's roaches on the floor. That's gross, dude. Wow, look at that. What is that? Can you touch this? I picked it up. Thanks for choosing Fiji. You just flip it around. Let's throw it. Boom. Nice. Nice. Okay, how'd I get back to the kitchen? Okay, now this is pretty cool right here. Go to the door and you grab it. Pull it. Nice. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, everything just looks awesome. I can see myself in the mirror. Yo, what's up, man? Hey, just hanging out. Hey, what's going on? Look at me. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Dude, don't slap yourself. Doesn't do my no facial expressions or nothing. Can I see myself? No. Dude, stop it. Anyhow. Yeah, so this is the Batman Arkham Shadow. It is cool. It looks really neat. I mean, this is what it looks like outside. Let's just go ahead. Can we get out of this window? Mantle. Boom. Right. Oh, I gotta crouch. Right stick crouch. I'll show you one other thing real quick over here. Look the way this looks over here. Wow. I'm like kicking the table and stuff. This is crazy. You definitely need. Oh, yeah, this is. They like curse in this game.
When does the back? Since tonight, I guess.
Okay, so we can see right here that the game looks really cool. I probably have to mute the volume here of the actual game because they do say some words here that are not quite great. But it looks really cool. I mean, definitely does. I'm like about to knock my blinds down. Okay, so now this is really cool right here. The first time I did this, it actually felt like I was really pulling myself up a ladder. So let's try this again. Put your hand on it. This is just so cool right here.
Our best interrogator.
Oh, see, look at that. Can we turn around and look down? Look at us. Wow, that's pretty cool. Grab it, and now release to climb. Okay, so we're up there. So that is it. That's what it looks like. You jump up here, Molotov cocktail. So it looks really cool. And if we look down, can I turn? Well, let's try to look down here. I mean, it's scary looking. Look at the fog rolling over there. Wow. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of what this Meta Quest 3 could do. I mean, you can see the clarity of it. There is like a little bit of a kind of, I don't know, almost looks like a reflection or some type of little bit of a glare inside of the lens. Like almost you can see where the two lenses merge a tiny bit, but that's just, me whining again. If you don't pay attention to any of that, which you might not even notice it, I mean, it just looks amazing. Just look at that, guys. That just looks super cool. And this is because the graphics are really toned down here. So if you do like a really high graphics game, it's going to look a lot better than that. Let's check out Boxing Gym real quick. I never saw that before. Oh, look, a punching bag. Can I hit this? Can I get closer? No, I can't. I can't get closer to it. Oh, there we go. That's how you do it. Okay. So you have to actually like you're really punching it. Doesn't feel like you're punching it, but it definitely looks like it. And I'll tell you right now, this will give you a workout. That'll definitely give you a workout if it doesn't pull your elbows out of the socket first. And now to quit the game, you want to just go ahead and press your meta button right here on your right controller. And then the menu comes up, you can click on quit, and then you're out. So now I'm back to kind of like where I began. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much it. And when you're ready to be done, all you have to do is just take your headset off. Wow. And there you have it. I feel a little bit dizzy from that. I can tell you right now, that's just really crazy. It feels like I was just like coming back from a trip, like almost like I have jet lag or something. So there you have it, guys. That is what it looks like inside of the Meta Quest 3. So if you do need to get support from Meta for your quest, like in my particular situation, my Arkham Shadow game was not showing up as free content in the Meta store. So it wasn't just showing redeem, it was actually showing that I had to pay for it. And I did need to get support for that and also a couple of other things. And it was really frustrating trying to get support because there's no phone number to contact Meta, and it's really tough to find where you can get support from. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of different ways here, which hopefully will be helpful to you. So the first way you could try is go over to meta.com/help/quest, and then just scroll all the way down here to the bottom. And you're going to see still need help or get answers from the community. So one way you can do it is by getting answers from the community. And if you click on that, it's going to bring up a page like this. And when you log in, it will give you the send message button here. And you're going to be messaging MetaQuest support. So that's who you want to message there, MetaQuest support. And they will be able to help you with your issues related to your quest. The other way that you can try here is still need help. You click on get support. And then I used orders, returns, shipping, and payments. And then you can just go ahead and click on my issues not listed here. And then you can just choose email us, chat with customer support, chat via WhatsApp. So you have 3 different options here that you can use. I actually went through and put my serial number in for my box. I filled out the form and they contacted me within, I don't know, maybe like a half an hour or an hour after sending them the message. And I also went in here to the MetaQuest support and I sent them a message and they also contacted me. And between the 2 departments, they resolved my issues within less than a day. I mean, it was just within just a few hours, actually. So I see there's a lot of forums up there and a lot of posts saying that nobody got in contact with them or nobody wrote back. And in my particular situation, they did. It was really quick. And I was completely surprised after what I read on the different forums. So go ahead and follow any one of those methods to get in touch with support. And I'm sure they'll be able to resolve your issues for you. So my final thoughts for the MetaQuest 3, I really like it, honestly. And before I did this video, I had only tried it on for a couple of minutes and I just wasn't really into it. But now that we went through it together, I went inside the different games. I was like looking at the walls, looking at the textures really closely. I have to say, this thing works really, really well. I didn't see any screen door effect at all. The sound quality was really good. It sounded like stuff was like all around me, like they say, 3D spatial audio, and the controllers felt comfortable. One thing I have to say is that this like strap or whatever, when it touches my wrist, after I take it off, it's like still bothers me. Like I can still feel like it's on my wrist. So that's kind of like, I don't know, maybe need to like replace that strap with something thicker or something different. But I would not want to use the controllers without the straps. So that is one thing. The other thing is that this can kind of like squeeze your face because this pad right here, it can just kind of squeeze your face. I don't know. I mean, if you put it too loose, it's just kind of like flopping around a little bit. And if you put it too tight, it's just like when you take it off, you can just just feels really weird. But overall, as far as the actual quality of the product, I really like it. It does get a little bit hot, like up in here. It does get a little bit hot, and I mean, you don't really feel restricted when you're wearing it. Like it didn't bother me while I was wearing it. I only kind of felt it after I took it off. But it does get a little bit warm on the front, but you don't actually feel it on your face. Like when I was using the Oculus Rift DK2, it was actually heating up my face. I mean, you can actually feel it cooking your face, and you'd be sweating and everything, just like not doing anything at all. You could be playing a card game in there, and you'd be sweating. But as far as the battery life goes, the battery life seems pretty bad, guys. Like it just like drains down so fast. I can't really see you getting more than maybe like an hour or just a little bit over an hour of life out of it if you're just playing games. I mean, if you're watching a video, maybe you could get 2 hours out of it. I'm not really sure, but if you're in there, you're like playing a game and it actually has to, actually do some work or whatever, then I think it's gonna last a lot less than 2 hours. I can tell you that right now. But like graphics quality, it looks really, really good. No screen door effect. I felt like I was about to fall off the building. I could literally feel the fear of heights. It made me feel like I was really there when I'm playing, meta games, I guess you could say. But when I was in Roblox, I mean, it still gave me the same effect when I was like really up high, but the quality in Roblox just looks really bad. Now, I'm not sure if that's because maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't think so because it does seem to be natively supported. It's already right there in the menu. Maybe if you use the link cable and you're using it from your computer graphics, it will work better. It would be clearer. I just really couldn't tell you. But the games on the Quest themselves looked really good and really clear. So I definitely recommend it for those. Roblox, I have to say I don't recommend it for Roblox. And do I recommend this product? I absolutely do. And is this worth it over the MetaQuest 3S? I say it is because it's a different lens design. It looks a lot clearer. There's really no screen door effect. It has the eye relief that's built in. It has the wireless charging port on the bottom. I mean, there's just a lot of different things about it. It has a depth sensor in the middle. A lot of different benefits to this one versus the Quest 3S. One big difference between the 3 and the 3S is going to be the price difference. Now, this is the 512 gigabyte model, and it goes for $499 versus on the Quest 3S, you can actually get a 128 gigabyte model for $299, or you can get the 256 gigabyte model for $399. So basically 256, $399 with a lot less features, or 512 gigabytes for $499, $100 more, and you're getting all of those features. I would have to say the MetaQuest 3 is the best bet. So if you're interested in purchasing this product, I will actually have a link in the description where you'll be able to get it from. I will link to the 3. I'll also link to the 3S just in case you want to get it. And if you would like to show your support, please be sure to use my links since anything you purchase does generate a small revenue for the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you never miss another video on Real Reviews. See you guys next time.